Welcome back, everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about CommonLit. I have done a video from the student perspective, a student tutorial, but this is one specifically for teachers using CommonLit for a first time, also setting it up to connect to your Google Classroom. So I did do a video where I created a Google Classroom page. I have one student, and that is me on another account. So I'm going to show you how I can connect this account then to CommonLit. So CommonLit is wonderful. It's a reading program that reaches all students is how they refer to it. It measures progress, which is wonderful. They do have digital lessons already given to you, and they do give you the Lexile level, not just the grade level for students, which is helpful as a teacher because not everyone is on grade level, so the Lexile level is helpful. They also do give you percents and insights into the assessment itself, question by question, and a lot of data there. So this is really wonderful. You can see a lot of schools are using it. It is linked to a lot of standards nationwide, and they recently have added some Spanish reading passages, which could be useful for many teachers as well. So a lot of good things to say about this website. Very good for remote learning, which obviously is big right now. So the first thing I will say that you would want to do, and just to note here, I could just click on this library button and check out some information without even logging in or signing up. So I can go by grade level, genre, but I am going to show you the signing up process. So I click sign up. I say I'm an educator, I'm not a parent or student. I would put in my information here. So okay, and I'm going to put in this information right now. So here I am. I clicked on my classes and I went to manage classes. If you do this for the first time, you will not have any classes here. Now, since I already have this set up, it's already synced to my class. My one class, I have 27 students. My other class, I have 19, 23. So very different here. But if you're, again, coming onto this for your first time, you're going to have to just click create a new class here. And then it says, do you want to create it manually or do you want to import from Google Classroom? And this is what you're going to click. When you do that, it's going to immediately just ask you which class you would like to connect it with, because you should have already signed in with that email that is already connected to your school Google Classroom page. So for me, when I click this, it asks me, we found these other two classes that you have not yet connected to CommonLit. Would you like to connect these two? Which I'm not going to do right now, but just how you see how easy that is, I would just check it and it would automatically sync it. I don't even need to go to Google Classroom. So now that I have this, you do see there is a class code, but again, they should not even need that because this is automatically synced. So, and you can also join a class as a co-teacher, which is helpful as well. So now that I've set up my classes on the Manage Class section, again, I clicked on my class, Manage Classes, you can see that the tabs are actually just up here, which is helpful. And now that I've set them up, I do want to add assignments. So there's two ways that you could do this. You could click on Assignments, and you could click Add Assignment, and it will say Browse Our Library before choosing the text. You can see that it's automatically selecting my first class, but I could decide, do I want all three? Do I want just these two? Do I want to add just to individual students? That might be helpful if you need to differentiate. Definitely for some of my students, I have a broad range of skill and levels in certain classes. So that is up to you. You can put the start date, due date here, and you could just select this way. So let's say I'm doing this. Enable guided reading, again, very helpful for certain students, for entire class, or for individuals. So if you want to level, that might be very helpful for you. Annotation tasks. This is where you're telling the student what would you like them to do. Answer questions. So I could just click assign. Maybe I want this due by Friday. Could just click assign. And you can click post assignment and scores to Google Classroom. So it will actually automatically put your scores in that section that I showed you last time under class or under grades. This is where the grades show, so it'll actually be another column that would list this assignment and the grades automatically. That might be helpful. You might say, you know, I just want to post the assignment. I want to go into CommonLit to see the score, so it's really up to you. I would click Post on Google Classroom, and this is what your post on Google Classroom is actually going to say. So this is the title. Maybe you want to keep that title. Maybe you want to change it. It's telling you you have these two classes. So if I decide last minute, oh, never mind, I only want this class, I can X out of that. I don't have to go all the way back. These are the instructions. So you can decide, is that what I want to say? This is the due date. And I can just click share. And it says, we're syncing your assignment. Okay, so now if I go to that class, I'll be able to see. So let me check. Okay, so here I am on my Google Classroom page, and you can see it says Emily Howe posted a new assignment, CommonLit, and it's right there. And here are the instructions. So now my students would just have to click on this link, and when they go to CommonLit, it will just ask them to sign in with Google. They just click the button. They're already signed in on the Chromebook anyway using their school account, so they won't even need to type in their school account again. They'll just click this button, click sign in with Google. It'll automatically bring them straight to the assignment page. They won't have to click a bunch of things. So very helpful, quick and easy for students. You can see it automatically put this as 100 points. So if I want to change this, very easy just to edit this. Oh, I only want it to be 10 points. Maybe I want to put this under my assignments tab. Really, really easy to update that. Okay, another option for assignments is you could go directly to the library. So there's many tabs to explore here. I'm not going to have time to look at all of them with you, but there's featured content maybe that's directly relating to things that are going on currently in the world. You could view all text, units, search library. Maybe there's a keyword you want to find an article on a particular topic or person. You could even browse by book because there are articles that pair with books, which is really great. So let me find Esperanza Rising is a book I've read with some of my 7th graders. So if I click on that, that book is about migrant workers. So you can see that there's some articles that would pair, and it does tell you, again, Lexile level here. This is a totally different level than this one would be, even though they both say 5th grade, because you could have students that are in the 600 level Lexile or the 1000 in 5th grade. So very helpful. You can see it even tells you this is a poem, this is nonfiction, this is informational. So you don't even need to click on it and waste your time if you want informational versus something else. So very helpful. This is a speech. Another option is genre. So maybe there's a specific genre you're studying. Grade level, very helpful. Literary device. There's different sets. So if you're looking for American Romanticism or the Great Depression or Russian literature. Themes here. This is very good if you're on a certain unit. And then again, they've added the Spanish texts that are brand new as well. So there's lots of options here for you. Really wonderful. Again, there's even themes within a theme here. Lots of good things to explore. So let's say I've picked something here. I've picked this article. There's so many options here. It's amazing. You can click assign text, same as we did before, and it will just direct you the same way we had earlier. You can download it as a PDF. Maybe you want to use CommonLit, but you want to print it so your kids can write on it. You can change the font size. Some kids, that makes all the difference, and you can actually assign it at that font size. You can have it read aloud. I have so many kids that is so helpful for. You can have it translated. You can highlight or make annotations. And then this actually shows you the guided questions that your students will get. So here are the guided questions. Discussion. This is the short answer question. And there's actually even a video here, link to it. I do love that this section offers different types of assessment that measures student progress. So the annotation tool with the highlighting and the note-taking, the guided questions that actually stops them along the way as they're reading, the assessment questions at the end, the discussion questions. It's very helpful that they're being assessed in different ways. Again, struggling readers or students that are English learners or have IEPs, even just your regular ed students, they might just want to have it read aloud. It will just be easier for them. Saving your favorite texts so you don't have to go looking for them in the future. Oh, this is wonderful. So you can check out, if you really like this article, you can even check out paired texts that pair with this article, related media, answer key, parent guide. Again, you can download the PDF and then you assign it right there. So here's another way that you can see some data in CommonLit. So what I did is I went to my classes, I went to manage classes, I clicked on one of my classes and then individually clicked on a student. So if you do that, it will bring you to the grading section. And there were 5 questions for this article on Dr. Martin Luther King. And you can see if I click on the individual questions, there were 4 multiple choice and 1 short response at the end. So if I look at this question, the correct answer was A. It says 67% of students received credit. So again, you can view multiple choice data, score short answer, provide students with writing feedback. Again, it shows you the student response here, which is very helpful to see that percentage of correct or incorrect. And then for those short answer, you are allowed to give a 0 to 4, and you are allowed to give feedback there as well as to why you gave them the score you did. If I look at the assignment report, this would then break it down by student like it just showed you. So here are students' names. It's going to give you the answers. Did they get it right? Did they get it right after a second attempt? Did they get it wrong? So this is very, very helpful. Again, I can't show you my own for privacy concerns, but that data is really important and very helpful. So love this website, very accessible, very good for differentiation, lots of possibilities for instruction, and even just different interests that your students are interested in. So please check it out. I think that you will enjoy it. And please tune in for other videos coming up. Please like, share, subscribe, and as always, be happy and healthy.